miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland.
Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Carolina Panthers
and the Washington Commanders. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going.
And we are underway from FedEx Field. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They go play action here on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Miles Sanders first carry of the game. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On third down, Jennings. And he's got his man. That's Fountain. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. Got the guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And he'll work down inside the 45.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Another run with Sanders. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on third down, Jennings. Throw left side, going to be caught by Chenault. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Panthers are on the board here first in the season opener.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 here for Howell and the Commanders.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's Gibson to start the drive. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1. A lot more to go.
Howell throwing on 1st down here.
Hunter Henry brings it in.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd down, Howell back to pass.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They're such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 22-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as it... this drive continues to plunge forward.
Faking the handoff. Howell.
Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Throwing again on second down.
Howell. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Panthers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back to his offensive line. Great job. Keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Howell's throw here into the hands of Boyd.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Howell out of the shotgun. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Now they go play action with Howell.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up two.
On first down, right back to Gibson.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
On 2nd and 9, Howell.
And that is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, but now it'll be 3rd down.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
He gets this one to Boyd. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
2nd down, Howell now.
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. It's a sack for a loss of 4, and that brings up 3rd down and goal.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Howell, 3rd and goal.
This will be caught at about the 6. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
The kick by Bass is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jennings. That is caught by Fountain.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion. Really good pickup.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders will take over here just shy of the 30.
That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
And Howe will throw it.
Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Out of the gun, it's Howell.
And this one is incomplete.
Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 20. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again. Nothing open downfield. He had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. It became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Operating from the gun, Jennings. He finds his man, complete. That's Franklin. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll look to throw again. He's going to wind up and air it out. This is intercepted.
And the Commanders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
The tight end Henry here in motion. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he fields it cleanly.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards.
And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Here's Howell.
Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. This complete to Henry over the middle. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
4th down, Howell. Able to connect with Dotson.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up, because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
Quick completion to Henry. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Here's 2nd and a yard. It's Howell with another throw.
And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. Down the numbers. There he goes. 20, 10, 5. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yep.
Gibson gets hit, and he fumbles it. And he'll manage only a couple here up to about the 27.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Now Howell. This to McLaurin out on the left side. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Howell down to throw it. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jennings. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut.
And the Panthers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
First down, Howell to throw.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Derek Brown, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Third and long, here's Howell. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's first and goal. Back to throw, Howell. Dotson has it, touchdown, Commanders. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Commanders are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it makes the score 21-10. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's got it, complete to Fowler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. Just a yard to go here on second down. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well. 93
yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Well, lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
On 3rd and 2, Jennings.
That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Sanders going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Sanders again.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Panthers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point up and through. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Faking the handoff. Howell.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Let's go now.
Howell to the air on 1st and 10. And yet again, it's McLaurin.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
On 1st down, Howell.
And his throw is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Howell looking to throw again.
And this is going to be intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick.
And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Operating from the gun, Jennings. Sanders has it over the middle.
He's got room past the 30.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Here's Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Another run here with Sanders. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And defensively trying to beat the 2-minute warning with a timeout, and they do. Calling it with 2:04 left. This offense so far on 3rd down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.